Welcome back to Valhalla. Um, Jill managed to get Gabby off her mind, even if for just a little bit. Oh, looking at the poster. Okay, well, at least we have a poster for our apartment that we're going to get kicked out of in like a couple days. There were cats in heat outside. Oh, yeah, okay, we already heard about that. Augmented eye. Biker gang arrested. Vandalism. I wonder if that's that biker guy. Well, go to work. Tuesday, the 27th. Good evening, Jill. Or, no, never mind. Hey, Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean, never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he doesn't have anything else to do. Hey. No, I mean, like, where is he? He was escorting a client to his station, and he should be back any second now. I'm back. See? So, you're coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby, let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair for me to take all that out and stress out on you, let alone to put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up and chat for a while. To do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. Well, alright. If you don't want to talk to me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. Huh, the 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when would you be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea. Now that I think about it. Oh, boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I knew I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, you never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that. And Jill, you idiot, you baka. Huh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say that she wanted to understand you? If you bail on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feelings like that? Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister. But now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, but you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which do you pick? Yeah, that's fair. You're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if I needed to. Oh, hey boss, thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah, anyway, I'll start the day with the jukebox. Let's just go ahead and get all this out of here, and we're just gonna fucking neon glow city light. Boom. Time to relax and mix drinks and change lives. And seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. From your dead girlfriend? Ex-girlfriend? Was that the envelope you took away from me in the panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Yeah, probably. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I'm just, she's capable of doing all that. And I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. I wonder if it's illicit substances. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays. Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and the children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa outfit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I hear they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why, you look so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Happy thoughts. Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure thing. A cobalt velvet for Stella. Let's just, cobalt velvet's gonna be 2 Adirans, 3 Flamingos, and it's gonna be 5 Crotons. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's gonna be on the rocks and mix. So we're gonna on the rocks and mix that drink. Stop it. There you go. Cobalt velvet. Here. Thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted to drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely, If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take a little longer to heal, but as long as it gets kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who could blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists, and she was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. Plus, people tried to lynch her and her former associates. I mean, I'm sure if you had a job and then people came in one day and tried to lynch you, you'd be a little upset. You'd be a little PTSD'd out, I think. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Oh yeah, what old ways? There was a rough spot when Say was a teen, and she listened to Linkin Park and Papa Roach cut my life into pieces. This was her last resort. Her mom's clinic was about to close. Then her biological father, who was an a-hole, showed up. And then the teachers at her school didn't help with all the molestation. Say was a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. Like, she doesn't read books, she eats them. She devours knowledge. She needs equivalencies to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her head, her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically brand her a failure. She even dropped out. Wow, maybe she's like an idiot savant. Maybe she's just like a genius at being a police officer knight. I forget what exactly that job was. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning. The total opposite of how she is today. She would dye her hair all kinds of colors and get piercings and do underage drinking. She was a rebel. From time to time, I see that old look across her face and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to smoke all that marijuana and go back to that. Oh, I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will ya? Oh, sure thing. Cold and sweet. I think I've heard that one before. Let's go buy sweet drinks. Sugar rush. Is it going to say cold in it? Sweet girly happy. Sweet girly happy. How do I... Oh, man. Go buy sweet drinks. Sparkle drink? No. Sweet drinks. Blue fairy. Sweet girly happy. It was sweet and cold. Is there like cold as a section? Probably not. By type? It's not under there either, because that might have made it easier. What about Moonblast? Is that cold? All on the rocks and blended? I actually don't know. Is there a category for cold? Brandatini? I guess if it just has ice in it, that would probably count, right? Aged and mixed. Alright, well, we know that this one, Moonblast, is on the rocks. So that's probably cold, right? I would imagine. So it's going to be 6 Adelans. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 Powder Delta. 1 Flamingo. And 2 Croatoans. And then on the rocks. And blended. So we're just going to have to shake it real good. You'd think we'd have a blender for this, but no. No, we just shake the cup. Here you go. Thanks! This is the kind of stuff Say asks for, you know. Now that you mention it. So, I take it Say's family situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess. They've tried to fix over time. And I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Say's mom had a really abusive relationship with Say's biological father. You know, all the beatings. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently, things got nasty when Say's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy, though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating. I thought I was going to say surprise beating. I guess these beatings were probably surprises. From him. She still used a cane. She used a cane to walk thanks to that. Oh, jeez. She moved here. Say was born. She started her veterinary clinic. She got beat when she was pregnant, or did she get beat after she had the kid? So did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple of days until Say managed to scare him off. How? She beat him to near death 3 times. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry about it. I laugh too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? Huh? The slums. I mean, the streets are not exactly safe. And a cat boomer is sure to become a target for, like, nefarious crimes. Well, I have a security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel dirty. The dirty, dirty people of downtown. The warmth of the people. You feel there's people living here. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel warmth there that uptown just doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to somebody in the upper part of town, the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. Oh, look at this. It's like a duality thing, you know, like they have the opposite eye missing or something. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Which is a weird contradiction when you think about it. You're weary, but you're more willing to talk to a stranger. I don't get that, but okay. Not that things are nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 for me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that, right, yeah. 2 beers for the girls. Alright, let's do name and beer. And it's going to be 1 Adeline, 2 Brown Sound, and 1 Powder Delta, and 2 Flamingos, and 4 Crotos. 3, 4. And it's going to be all mixed. Alright, and go to the next one. That's going to be an Adeline, 2 Brown Sound, Powder Delta, and 2 Flamingo, and 4 Crotons. And it's going to be mixed up. Alright, there's your beers. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? And why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Estella? I don't like the look of that old. You know, I don't look that old. Ha ha. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry, I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. What? Hide in a jar? The little guy managed to get his head and his paw inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fella was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah, we're having a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about your next fiscal year. I'll be there. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'd also make up for not coming last year. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played truth or dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Ooh, better leftovers than left hanging. Is that because of the lynchings? It's too soon, Say. It's too soon. Your fellow police knights were just, oh man, that was just last week, wasn't it? Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. All right, something classy for Say. Classy drinks. Beer is considered classy, apparently. Frothy water. PG rated shows. Favorite beer. What? Frothy water. 150. No. Oh man, what was I doing? It's classy. Already forgot. Bleeding Jane. There we go. 1 brown sound. 3 powdered delta. 3 and 3 flamingo. And all blended. There we go. There we go, come on. There you go, serve it. Something classy. This doesn't seem right. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow she got into her head that being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation. Well, the story says that Redmond's family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. Ha! That girl was delusional as a kid. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways, like smoking the marijuanas. Something about a rough period where you were angry and edgy or something. Oh, that. Well, it's sweet that she's worried, but I won't go back to those old days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much, told her as much. Hey, can you give me something bubbly? Yeah, sure thing. Something bubbly. Bubbly. Fringy Weaver's 260. I gotta get more money, alright? I'm sorry. 280 for this. Cobalt Velvet. You're gonna get a Cobalt Velvet. That's probably the most expensive thing here, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Of all these options, 3 Doflangos, 5 Chromatomes, 3, 4, 5, and all on the rocks and mixed. Here you go. Bubbly bubbly. Hey Jill, this might seem a bit random, but do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you're the second white knight I've served. I remember why. Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with the White Knights? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh yeah? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? Huh, I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machine outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left, pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case, though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. It makes me kind of jealous. Nah, I'm not that good at all. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people. Even if the kill was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. Oh, I'm sure you can compensate with other skills. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you've served weird. I mean, really? Just two? Weird, I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions from white knights until I met you. Means you've had a nice life then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Oh, please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Oh, sure thing. Whatever.